Zooming In is brought to you by Under Armour Performance Apparel.
I absolutely love to hunt western whitetails, and there's no one I'd rather hunt the western lands with than my good friend Mike Watkins from Trophies Plus Outfitters. On the fateful day, guide Tom Baker had originally planned for cameraman Lance Tangen and I to set up in this old pump house located here. But as we eased out of this creek bottom, we noticed that despite the fact that it was only 1:30 in the afternoon, close to 24 deer, including several bucks, were already out feeding in this alfalfa field that surrounds the pump house. Rather than risk spooking the deer by trying to get to the pump house, Tom decided instead that Lance and I should sneak through this creek bottom and set up alongside a water tank located here. Despite having close encounters with a couple different bucks in the creek bottom, Lance and I finally managed to make it to the tank without spooking any deer in the alfalfa. We'd been looking over the bucks that were feeding in the field for several minutes when I looked to my left and saw a buck run out of the rugged breaks right here. I knew he was a shooter the second I got him centered in my binoculars. The buck ran all the way across this field and eventually jumped the fence that borders the alfalfa field right about here. He nosed several does and postured at a couple smaller bucks before finally walking into the clear here. The distance was slightly over 250 yards, but as you saw, the Icon and 30 TC caliber was up to the task. Still, the 8-pointer managed to make it all the way to this deep draw before tipping over. What a great way to celebrate Thanksgiving 2007. Hey, make sure you tune in next week to see where on earth we'll be zooming in. We'll see you here.
Zooming In has been brought to you by Under Armour Performance Apparel.